Walking on a dream. How can I explain? Talking to myself. Will I see again? We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. All along we are calling out now again. Never looking down, I'm just an aura, what's in front of me. All along we are, all along we are, all along we are calling out now again. We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. Searching for the thrill of it. All along we are calling out now again. Never looking down, I'm just an aura, what's in front of me. All along we are, all along we are, all along we are calling out now again. We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it.
The boy's mine, the boy's mine, the boy's mine, the boy's mine, the boy's soft.
Thanks.
Welcome, true believers, to another exciting episode within this Marvel Universe. I'm your narrator and host, SentaiRangerV. I almost forgot my lines, but Cyclops, introduce us, tell them who we are.
Me, my X-Men.
That is right, we are To Me, My X-Men, a X-Men TTRPG that streams right here on Twitch at twitch.com/TV SentaiRangerV. I haven't done this in a while, but we'll get us thing back on track. So you can catch up on previous episodes over on YouTube at youtube.com/@SentaiRangerV. Welcome in, guys. This is a little bit of a late night sesh for us. So if you joined the sesh tonight, thanks for hanging out. If you catch us on YouTube, we appreciate it. Whether you are a role-playing tactician or a curious trainee, there's something here for you. Together we're going to be building this community by brick, and I just want to thank you for being a part of it. You are the foundation of what we are creating, and wherever you are in continuity, we, the To Me, My X-Men team, want to thank you for being canon. So let's unbanish my players from the Phantom Zone. Let's get the party started. I'm sure there'll be some unhinged things said now.
I'm
Welcome
so
in.
excited to get married.
That is
My
right.
friends are so beautiful, and I love them all.
Yeah.
Is that unhinged?
Guys are so unhinged.
I see dead people. There
Let me see that. I don't like how it... Alright. Apologies. This is probably going to click in again, so I apologize about that. Alright. Welcome in, guys. Yeah, like I was saying, it's going to be a little bit of a late night sesh for us. We're usually a little bit earlier in the day, but we just wanted to get a chance for as many players to play tonight. Of course, we do not have our precious Reese, so we send him our thoughts as we miss him playing Sam, but we will make do with the rest of the team tonight. Welcome in, True Monkey. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. How's everybody Friday going? Are you excited for some X-Men TTRPG?
Oh yeah.
Hi, how are you?
There's your unhinged.
Get it out of your system.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's not wait a second sooner. Let's get into it. We'll get straight to the role playing. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. This is episode 21, The Weight of Tomorrow. And we will start that as soon as we finish our recap of the last session, a little bit of a go over to see what we got going on from the previous time. It's been a minute. So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we are going from hiatus to hiatus. Me and SentaiRangerV's fiance, aka Ricky, aka Sigrid, we're about to get married, so things are heating up. We're just having to kind of put a lot of that neurodivergent energy into that, so I just appreciate everybody being patient. But no, the show's not ending, and our love for X-Men will never cease. And our love for each other is an unbreakable bond. So without further ado, let's recap this bitch. Previously on X-Men. The screen flickers, the sound of static fading into the golden glow of sunlight on canvas. We see Colossus in his classroom, towering yet gentle, moving between students with paint-smeared hands. His voice, warm but firm, echoes, Colossus. Strength is not in fist, but in heart. We're kind of like quick cutting around. His painting of Atlas carrying the world splits into scenes of family, battle, the Institute's blooming lawn, Tansy's dancer bathed in golden light, spinning towards joy and freedom. And of course, Ty's storm horizon, a crack of dawn breaking the darkness. Colossus's proud hand rests briefly on Ty's shoulder, his words lingering. Colossus, you have painted strength, the kind that stands up again, even when no one sees. The screen cracks, the colors bleed, the art dissolves into gray, then black. The sound of chalk and brushes is drowned by wailing church bells. The next shot, the casket, draped in the Xavier Institute crest. Lilies shifting in the cold wind, students and the X-Men alike bow their heads. Nightcrawler, in pastor's robes, speaks of faith and Pieter's compassion. Nightcrawler, his gifts was not the steel that covered him, but the kindness beneath it all. Cyclops, rigid at the podium, his visor glowing in the gray light. He was the protector, the anchor, and the shield. Ileana, fragile yet resolute, clutching the podium. He was my brother before he was anyone's hero, and his heart, not steel, saved me. The montage slows on her tear-streaked face, then a flash of sequence, Dazzler appearing quietly among the mourners. Her words whispered almost like in the wind. I'm staying. Running feels cowardly, not after Pieter. At least for now. Static overtakes the screen again. The funeral dissolves into the flickering news broadcasts. Drone shots at Freedom Plaza split down the middle. Pro-Striker supporters chanting mutant rights. Protesters pressed behind riot shields. Propaganda posters stamped with dangerous. Hollow projectors beam Stryker and Creed's faces above the crowd. Unity through order. Just blocks away the shimmer of light, Dazzler's anti-rally concert, her voice echoing. They can build walls, but they'll never block out the music. We are not the enemy. The contrast is sharp. Cheers for Dazzler's freedom song versus the roars, chants of Stryker's crowd. The briefing. The scene shifts underground, the war room. Xavier at the head of the table, Cyclops standing guard. The students seated, the weight of the world pressing in. Xavier. The blue and gold teams cannot move without worsening the storm. But you are unknowns. You can still act without the world twisting it against us. Clips flash across holograms. Colossus' death on headlines, Stryker's speeches, mobs chanting outside the Institute gates. Cyclops. If something happens at the rally and it looks like the X-Men interfered, we lose everything. Xavier. I will not order you, but I ask you, will you do this? Will you carry the dream when so many already believed it was dead? The camera cuts back to Freedom Plaza. The stage gleams, flags ripple, the crowd roars as William Stryker grips the bulletproof podium. Stryker. These mutants are not a gift from God. They are a test of our courage, our faith, and our resolute. And I tell you here today, we will not fall. The screen fractures, the sound shifts, a metallic groan rises like a skyscraper bending under strain. The crowd looks up. Crash. Omega Red slams into the plaza, coils lashing, dragging civilians from the panicked mass. His voice booms, distorted by hijacked speakers. Omega Red. Your administration is bankrupt. Your brand is dangerous. And in doing so, you have declared war on mutant kind. The ground quakes again from the dust. A silhouette emerges. The camera pushes in, closer and closer, until the light hits him. Colossus. But not the Colossus you knew. Black and red-armored Soviet insignias, cold, dead eyes. He steps past Omega Red and smashes the podium in half with one colossal swing. Stryker stumbles backwards, glass raining around him. Screams, chaos, stampedes, sirens, smoke. the world watching live. The screen freezes on Colossus' unrecognizing stare, the crowd's terror reflected in his steel eyes. Mutants revealed as monsters, a dream on the brink of collapse. Can the students of Xavier's Institute rise to the challenge, or this? Is this the end of the X-Men? And that is kind of where we're going to start tonight. Episode 21, The Weight of Tomorrow. The screen flickers with static before a newscaster polished voice cuts in. Last night's campaign rally for Reverend William Stryker and his running mate, Graydon Creed, turned into chaos when the infamous mutant terrorist Omega Red attacked, joined, shockingly, by longtime X-Men Colossus. Reporters on site were unable to capture clear footage as panicked crowds and collapsing structures forced evacuation. What little was recorded shows Colossus shattering the stage's podium and fighting alongside Omega Red in a direct assault on Stryker's security detail. Already, the Strikers and Creed campaign has seen a 5% rise in national approval ratings overnight, with polls showing Americans citing fear of mutant violence as their top concern. While unconfirmed, some analysis suggests the attacks may represent a new alliance of radical mutants determined to stop Stryker's path to the presidency. For now, only time will tell what this means for the mutant population across the country. The screen fades to black, and the glow of the TV screen fades into the dim blue light of Xavier's war room. Stand by for sound. Bless you.
Bless you.
So we'll cut to the war room. The players are seated at the long steel table, its surface reflecting the faint glow of the holographic displays. Professor X sits at the head, hands folded in front of him. Cyclops stands nearby. Arms crossed, a silent sentinel. The faint hum of Cerebro can be felt through the floor like a heartbeat. Xavier looks at the students, not as soldiers, but as his children who just faced their first real crucible. His voice is calm, patient, but beneath it, his words are meant to pull them deeper into his cause. Xavier, you have all seen the report. You know how the world has chosen to remember last night. Omega Red, a terrorist, and Pieter Rasputin, your teacher, your friend, painted by the media as his ally. He kind of looks back at Cyclops and looks again at you guys. Tell me, how did it feel to see him there? Not as your mentor, but as something else entirely.
I never want to feel that again. Training is one thing, but the lack of emotion. It's like it didn't matter how hard I hit him with force, with emotion. Nothing I could say would bring the real Piotr back. I don't know who that was, but that's not the Colossus that taught us how to be real mutants, how to be heroes. And now they're turning him into a monster. And they're making us look like monsters for saving Stryker.
Cyclops, you saw Pieter in that plaza. He wasn't holding back. He went straight for Stryker. And if we hadn't been there, he might have crushed him. You're right, Silas. That's not the man we knew. That's not the teacher who sat in your home room. Cyclops.
It's really hard.
Go ahead.
It's really hard to be a good guy in times like these. It's hard not to. Not saying I would ever join the Brotherhood, but it's hard not to sympathize with them a little bit when even doing the right thing still makes you such a bad guy.
Sometimes doing the right thing turns you into the bad guy. So often, so frequently, and kind of makes you feel like a doormat. As enticing as the Brotherhood is, it's not always the best outcome to the right situations. Death is never the answer, always. But that thing wearing Colossus skin, what was... Why? Why would they disrespect the dead like that?
I don't know if he is dead. I don't know.
Cyclops, listen. This isn't about how or what we feel. It's about what comes next. You're the ones who were on the ground. You seen him up close. Every detail matters. Did he hesitate? Did he pull his punches against you? Did you see anything left?
No. If
To be fair, we were trying not to die.
yeah. If I wasn't able to emulate him, he would have killed me.
Xavier kind of tries to reel in the tension of the room. Scott, please. What Scott is trying to say is, do you believe he acted of his own will? Or did you see something in his eyes? Some part of Pieter still reaching out?
Oh, it was definitely more mindless.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't matter what I said, what I did. It was Pieter physically, but just the shell. Whatever was inside was one-minded and not anything that would be the Colossus we know.
There was definitely no soul in that thing.
Cyclops still kind of frustrated with the whole situation. Alright, well, Xavier can read headlines, and I can analyze footage, but if Pieter is compromised, the next time he shows up, we might not have the luxury of holding back. Xavier kind of, again, tries to reel in all this tension. I am less concerned with what you fought than with what you felt. Not with your powers, but... Is everyone okay? I'm sorry that... Well, it's just... Cyclops and I wouldn't have put you on that battlefield had we known. Please, forgive me. I don't ever try to put my children in harm's way, but I'm just checking to make sure every one of you are alright, and of course, you'll have your time to decompress, but... Tank, you've been quiet tonight. Are you okay?
Okay.
I'm good. I just feel like, I don't know. It's a lot.
What is a lot?
It's been a lot. It's kind of been go, 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 go. And now we're having to fight one of our teachers. Somebody we all kind of look up to. It's a lot.
I understand. And I would love to tell you that this will all get easier, but my years of being a mutant, it just seems some days are challenging and other days are more challenging. I admire your tenacity. If Pieter is truly lost to us, what does that mean for you? For this team? For the dream we are trying to build together?
I won't let somebody taint his legacy. I don't care what he wears. I don't care that they look like him. The Pieter that I know taught us what it means to be a hero, taught us of sacrifice, empathy, doing the right thing no matter how hard it is. Ileana might be a bitch.
Whoa, wait, hold on. You're right, but
I'm sorry. I know. You've got your.
you're right, but still.
You've got your feelings,
Come on.
but we have to do this.
She's literally
for her.
mourning right now.
Yeah, we have to do this for her. She can't see her brother this way.
She can't have. We'll probably have more of a problem on our hands if we don't handle the situation. The way she's been reacting to what people have been saying is not very good.
A two-way. Were you able to sense anything out of the ordinary there? I mean, were the Loa in any form of communication, or the Hex Flame, was it able to tap into something outside of the physical realm?
Not that I can remember. I just didn't. It's almost like I didn't feel anything. And that's unusual.
It's not unusual if it's a robot.
You know what? That is true.
I don't believe it's a robot.
Don't.
And
Do you think there's any way that they could have... Now, I've been watching a lot of movies, but is there no way they could just bring him back to life? He's not the zombie, but like soulless?
Witchcraft?
Is that
Witchcraft.
possible?
Zombie.
I mean, not
Zombie.
zombie, I guess, because it's just like the body is back, but the soulless.
We don't know that he even died. In his form,
True.
he's nigh on unkillable. Unless you have adamantium. So, putting a building on top of his head still might not even have killed him. But I don't... He has such a resolve. I don't understand how they would brainwash him.
Xavier leans back into his chair. The blue glow of the holograms flickering against his face. His voice lowers, quieter now, almost confessional. After last night, I went to Cerebro. I attempted to reach Pieter's mind, to see if anything of him remained. See, Cerebro amplified my thoughts, and it allows me to open myself fully to him. But when I reached out, I found only a wall. His mind was blocked, as though but some foreign hand. The only thing I could touch was a sequence of words. Russian words. Repeated over and over. Like... in combination. He kind of pushes some buttons on the hologram or the keypad or whatever, brings up a series of Russian words.
You know, Elena does mention the Baba Yaga, so I'm just saying.
Oh, the Baba Yaga, yeah.
I
and then the computer like translates it for us. So it's a snowfall. Oh, I can just do it here. Oh, I did it in the chat thing. Snowfall, Red River, Hammer, Serbia, excuse me, Mir, Black Dawn, Omega, Home. Individually, they're innocuous. Together, they're nonsense. But the cadence, the repetition, it was unmistakably designed. I admit, I truly don't understand the meaning of this. And I do not yet know what was done to him. Only that something is holding him in chains. And that as long as he is bound by them, he cannot come home to us.
So they got into one of the toughest minds to crack.
psychological torture is quite easily one of the most effective a form of control on a person. I mean, especially if they have that kind of mind. Sometimes the strongest minds
Especially
are
if they
the
know what to
easiest to
say.
crack. Yeah.
True.
This
If they have the right incentive, it's easy to make anyone.
this
Yeah.
might be really tough, but
Ileana might be the key.
we need to ask her.
Cyclops kind of interrupts.
Oh,
So we're talking about programming. I mean, conditioning. Whether it's deliberate or not, and if Omega Red's involved, it's military grade. That means Colossus isn't just in danger. He's predictable, which is worse. Xavier shifts, straightening, his voice regaining its strength. You have shown bravery beyond measure. Pieta was not only my colleague, he was my friend. And I promise you, whatever has been done to him, we will not abandon Pieta. I cannot tell you what tomorrow will bring, but I can tell you this. We will face it together. For Pieta, and for all mutants. That the dream that one day we may stand beside our human brothers and sisters, not as enemies, but as equals. He lets the silence linger before softening his tone. Tomorrow is still a school day. Rest while you can. Your strength will be needed, and when the time comes, I hope you will be ready to do whatever it takes.
Do we get extra credit for this stuff towards school? Just out of curiosity.
that's a good
Do we swap our
question.
credits?
I am smoking a giant joint in the bleachers. Professor, you already
was
knew this
there.
because I thought about this 30 seconds ago. Whoever wants to follow me will follow me.
I'm glad you said I thought of because I thought about it.
Hank, you know our school isn't based on a letter grade. It is based on our dream and our purpose and working towards being better mutants and beings of peace. So, of course you can have extra credit, but just know that I appreciate your willingness to give it everything you got for my dream. So yes, extra credit, strength, whatever you want to call it. The honor is mine. Now, dismiss, please. It's late into the night as is, and I want to make sure you all can get some sleep tonight.
You too, Professor.
Thanks, Professor.
Good night, Professor.
Night. On the roll again. See me on the roll again.
You said we wouldn't do that in front of him.
He knows everything. You think I lived with his best friend for most of my life? He reads my mind just by my body language. So you think the guy who naturally reads minds is gonna be surprised by my behavior? No.
Do you think that when he
Honestly,
does read your mind, he ends up elevated as you?
No, I
That's
just
a
think
good
he
question.
understands why why my father raised me the way I did.
That'd be funny if everybody reads your mind gets just as high as you do.
I feel like that's
I'm
what
actually
my
gonna-
blood does. If a vampire finds me, they're gonna have a good time. Or die from rotting inside out. Can't predict that one.
It could be
When
either
they
or.
try to draw my blood, the screen kind of melts a little. So
Okay, well, I was gonna do a different.
Pop your shit, Kane.
I wanted to do like different audio, but for this next scene, it's all too slow. We need a little bit of,
Pizzazz.
you know,
Chutzpah.
we need some like action boy,
Chutzpah.
action girl time. Like, where is that?
Action boy time. Action girl.
That's
Oh,
the
I
yeah.
identify as an
Oh,
action
boy.
I
boy.
was
I'm an
not
action
ready for
boy.
that. Literally
I'm just gonna
not even
go-
crossing my mind.
I'm just gonna go.
I'm
get
gonna
that
age myself
right
and
now.
say I have no idea
Okay,
what that
all right. So, wait, what's the vibe we looking for? Just really fun, or like what?
No, I'm just
Because
gonna
I
play.
can be like, I can tell you something. Like if you're just trying to do electronic music, I can get you a bop right now.
No need.
Go with prong. Snap your fingers, snap your neck.
I got it right here.
La Deo
this is
by Bobby
Stand
McFerrin.
by for.
ooh.
This video isn't available anymore. The fuck?
Oh well, listen. I'm gonna put my bid in. I'm gonna say Black Mascara by Ray.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna cut basically to the
Totally
next
different
day.
vibe, but I got like
I remember the song.
me too.
Something will make you hurt your back.
I don't know why I did this to myself. I need you guys to be paying attention. Oh
What
shit.
did you do? Oh. Wait, what are we paying attention to? Are we guys paying attention to the stream?
To the DM.
I've completely distracted you guys.
Oh.
Alright.
No, I'm also on very high.
Okay. So the steel shutters hiss open. Students step into the smooth floor of the danger room. An endless gray chamber that hums with faint energy. Hologrid projectors project to blend reality at a moment's notice. Cyclops stands at the center, arms folded, his visor glowing faintly in the dim light. All right, form up. Today isn't about how hard you can hit, it's about how well you can fight together. One X-Man against the world is a target, but a team, that's unstoppable. He taps a control panel on his wrist. Hard light drones flicker into existence above. Spherical sentinel eyes, glowing red as they hover and buzz like hornets. Alright, so those things, easy enough to destroy one-on-one, but you're not one-on-one. And that means you got options. Options called team maneuvers. That's right. I'm teaching you more shit from the game through the story. Cyclops starts pacing like an instructor, drilling cadets. Here's the rule. When you're on a team, you can unlock more than your individual powers. You can pull off maneuvers together that none of you could imagine alone. Think of it like music. One instrument can carry a song, but an orchestra, that's when people will remember it. He stops, turning his visor directly towards the players. At rank 2, you're still green. That means you got access to level 1 team maneuvers. 3 flavors. Offensive, defensive, or rally. He brings up like a holographic panels displaying the mechanics. Basically, offensive maneuver level 1. You coordinate your strikes. Every one of you gets an edge on attacks this round. You call the shot. You strike together. You overwhelm the enemy. Defensive maneuver level 1. You lock shields. You fight as one wall. This round, every one of you gets damage reduction 2. Less bleeding, fewer bruises, more standing at the end of the fight. And your rally maneuver level 1, sometimes you don't need to punch. Sometimes you need a spark. You regroup, a rally. That means this round, every attack against you has trouble. The enemy second guesses themselves, hesitates, and that is your opening. He points at each player in turn. But it costs you 5 focus each. And you only get 1 per battle. So you gotta use it when it counts. Cyclops asks the players questions. Oh, my bad. That's the narrator. Well, it finally happens.
Broke the fourth wall.
Alright, so which of you would call the maneuver? Who's got the voice the rest of you trust in the middle of the cards? Chaos. I also smoked before this. If you had to decide right now, would you stand together to strike, to shield, or to rally? So let's see it. And remember, you're going to need a rally cry. Avengers have theirs, X-Men, ours, but eventually you're going to have to come up with your own. For now, you can just say, to me, my X-Men. Alright. Drones around you hum louder. Sharp burst of light, and the danger room is filled with obstacles. Scattered cover, glowing walls, simulated smoke. Cyclops steps back, arms crossed. Alright. Time to practice. Show me what you got. As the cluster of drones opens fire, red bolts streaking towards you in a volley. Sparks fly from the walls of the room, starts to light up. Cyclops shouting over the fire. Alright, it's time to defend this one! This is your moment to lock shields! You're gonna have to call a defensive maneuver. Alright, so out of game. You get 1 per battle. You're testing out the defensive maneuver. So essentially, someone's got to call it. It's got to be at the beginning of the round when you use these. You can't use it in the middle of the round. It's got to be at the start of the round. Does anybody want to call it?
Let's get defensive.
Great. Thank you, Silas, for your willingness to participate in class. Hey. No judging. No judging.
It was
I'm
cards.
not
I would have
judging.
called it. I'm just saying.
I didn't say anything at all.
I was gonna say, how about extra defense?
You can't.
I like
Guys,
that.
they're
shield?
shooting at you right now. It's time to link up.
Extra defense.
Okay, so now,
4-3 formation.
describe how your team. What does it look like when you're all like using each other to kind of defend against this volley of light? What's kind of happening right now?
Hey, 2A, do you want to light some mushrooms on fire and throw them?
No, this is a defensive maneuver. You are blocking. What does it look like to block? Save that idea for a second.
My first concept is kind of similar to when we were running away from the concert venue. Is me bumping tanks Delta, because we can't we don't all have a shield ability necessarily. Like, I guess Otuwe can do a barrier, and I guess we could make mushrooms.
You
I guess
could
I was
all
like,
just being more creative in this sense, because in game it's really just going to give you effects, but I wanted this to kind of give you a moment to role play with some cinematics. So you can go a little crazy here. Like, does Secret blow up some giant leaves? Does Tank's shield go flying around you guys? What does it kind of look like for your personal to kind of defend the group as you guys are kind of defending these volleys of laser attacks? Be creative. I'm giving you the chance.
Okay, so I'd say when he yells for the extra defense, Two-A's gonna kind of get everybody like in a circle. Well, he's gonna like kind of get everybody around him.
Yeah.
Circling
up like
and
Power
then
Rangers?
he's gonna just put his hands down. Well, they're gonna circle around him, and then while he's like in the middle, he's gonna hit his classic hand signs he's learned, you know, from just studying magic or whatnot. And he's gonna igniting the hex flame in his hands. Basically, jutsu style, exactly. Fucking Naruto jutsu style. Hand
domain
sign, but in
expansion,
his
your
hand.
butthole.
Yeah. Victor. That's why they. And then he's gonna place his hand on the ground, and as he does, it's gonna spread out from the middle, and it's gonna literally like you're gonna see like a spinning. It's like it's gonna be rotating, but you're gonna see fire like rotating, like ignite into a circle and like a dome around them.
Nice. That's all. That's what I'm talking about.
Basically,
that's what I'm
like
talking about.
yeah.
Anybody else?
I'm going to take my shield
Yes.
and I'm gonna throw it at the nearest wall to my left, and it's gonna like Tetris style, not Tetris, but Pong style, pick up the stragglers that aren't protected by the. It's just gonna bounce from wall to wall, picking up the straggler.
Ping pong ball, like
Yeah, like just do back and forth.
Pong style.
Yeah, so if anything that his shield doesn't stop, mine will get like the stragglers.
Nice. Babe.
While Tank's ping-ponging, I'm going around and I'm trying to like wall run and soccer ball kick any of the drones that are near the ground.
Block
Into the
babe.
ground.
Block. We're blocking.
But my character's not much of a blocker. And I
It's just
can't-
cinematic. It's just cinematic. You grow a giant mushroom.
Okay.
Well, I'm just giving you ideas. We can move on if you don't want to.
Secret, you could totally. You know what you could do? You can summon like plants, right? That's what your power
Yes.
basically is. Like you summon
Yeah,
like
kind of,
ivy,
yeah.
like poison
Yeah.
ivy. In a sense.
Kind of, yeah.
So yeah. So I would say while like Two-A's doing the fire around us, she could be growing like a hedge around it, or like in like inside of it, the barrier is like as another barrier between us and the us and the shots and stuff, like an inner dome, like, you know what I mean, like layering it.
I could just be doing rose thorns and brambles as like a little dome, and parts of it lights on fire around us.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's
real
what I mean.
Viking
Yes.
shit.
There you go.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys successful? Did I get everybody? Silas, you said you went.
I mean, I can't. There's not a whole lot I can.
Yeah, so I ain't
do.
serious. No, it's Silas.
But can't you absorb? Like,
you can,
can't
no,
you,
you can copy my
get hit
powers.
and absorb it, like
So yeah, you can copy one of our
sending it
powers.
flying.
Oh,
Aren't you energy
I
absorption?
forgot you can absorb power.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
I have PTSD because of that power. You can't kill him.
I remember that episode. He was like, "No, I absorbed it."
I was gonna say I would just act as a power boost to make everybody's defenses stronger.
Oh, nice. So everything's like enhanced with green energy. Nice. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Great job, guys. New drones phase in from the wall. Sigrid, listen up. Listen to this part. New drones phase in from the walls, heavier armored. They're targeting lasers sweeping across you. Cyclops. All right, now they bulked up. You won't punch her through alone. You won't punch through alone. Overwhelm them. Together. Who's calling an offensive maneuver?
Sigrid, I think you should call it.
Yeah, you're the one that keeps wanting to stab shit.
I call it defensive puppy dog pile. I need the guy that can scream. I need some screamo. I need the person that can throw up a fiery barrier, put the fiery barrier behind the drones after they've been screamed at. And then you, Mr. Copycat over there, are getting ties that make the barrier grow bigger, like nice and tall. And then ultimately, I'd like to just start. I wish I had like a pipe to kind of like hit him like the baseball bat, but I guess I could do. I can pick up.
You want to use my knife?
You've got your secret weapon. You have a knife on you.
Yeah.
But like use it like a baseball bat though.
You could snap the robot's
Oh,
arm
like a
off
baseball bat.
and use his arm as a baseball.
Oh
bat.
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah. So yeah, and then everybody just use their arms as baseball bats.
Okay. All right. So again, in regular game, when you call an offensive maneuver, I believe you get to re-roll any attacks on dice. This was just to kind of give you a little bit of roleplay moment. Does anybody want to describe anything else that they do within this offensive maneuver, even though Secret called out a whole fucking team attack?
No, I like it. I like
perfect.
that she did
All right,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
And the
I was
third
gonna
one.
suggest using my shield instead of a robot arm as a bat, because you can fucking hit. You know what I'm saying?
He tosses you his shield. So the arena plunges into smoke. Sirens blare. The drones scatter illusions. False doubles circling you in the haze. Your ears ring with static. Your vision blurs. Cyclops barking. You're blind, and they're everywhere. This is when you rally. Who's gonna call the rally maneuver?
Tank.
I think a two-way should
do it.
A two-way.
I think Tank should do it.
No, I think you.
Forcing you guys to say something.
To me, my X-Men.
He really is. Thank you.
Okay.
Still think it should be Tank, but
I'm just in the corner
are
going.
you saying it or no?
No, I'm giving it to you, because you never say anything. I'm just saying that to make you do it.
I do say things. Okay.
I know.
Okay. Anyway.
A lot of meta gaming
Do me
right
my
now.
X-Men.
Mom and Dad, stop fighting.
All right. Nobody wants them. I got it. Okay.
I just said it.
I just said to
I
me
just
my
said it.
X-Men.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did too. We both.
Okay. So as all the smoke and these bots are coming on you guys, they all have trouble. So they're all gonna kind of miss, and you can kind of parry. So what does that look like individually? How does your danger room bot miss, or how do you block or parry it? Whoever has an idea can
Would
go
say-
first.
Well,
Silas would just be goading, almost to the point where like, come and get me, and then when they go in for the attack, just blink out of the way.
Nice. Very in character. Nice.
I like that. When Silas blinks out of the way before, like as his drone hits the ground, I'm just explaining it how I visualize it happening cinematically. And then I would say camera pans, and then you see a two-way kind of like he has his chain sickle in his hand, and he's like spinning it, and it's like on fire. And so he's like, so it's just like kind of clearing some of the smoke, and then
Nice.
the drone comes into view, he just like lets it fly towards the drone and like pulls it back,
Beautiful.
bringing it down.
Very cool cinematic.
Thanks.
Tank is
I
gonna
wanna-
run in.
Oh,
Okay, go
Tank
ahead.
is gonna run in. No, Tank is gonna run in.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I'm gonna do a total 80s style, like 2-knee slide into the center.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
Screaming upwards so that all the smoke leaves, like all of it goes up into the air. And then I'm going to slam my shield on one of them and slide its head across the wall and then throw it at another one.
Okay, Tank, I'm gonna give you a karma point for that. That was awesome. Very cinematic, very roleplay. Great job. And then Secret.
I'm gonna come behind one of the bots and I'm gonna slap my hands together and a bunch of goo's gonna come out from my fingers. And I'm just gonna lay my hands on it and then just keep continually kneeing and be like, take it, take it, take it.
I love it.
As he's
But
like,
gross.
you see him just sizzling, you just see him sizzling and
I don't know how
rotting.
to
There's
feel about
mushrooms
this.
coming out of him. If the room starts to smell musty.
Everybody just stops what they're doing just to watch her do this. Just like,
Yeah, so
oh.
we're just in amazement right now. Okay. That's a new one.
One final blast of Cyclops' visor cuts through the chaos, and the drones flicker out of existence. The room resets to sterile gray. Not bad, but remember, power alone don't win wars. People do. Teams do. This is your greatest weapon. More than the claws, or blasts, or steel skin. He glances across the team, lingering on each student. When the time comes, when it's life or death, will you shout as one, or will you fall apart? He lets the silence linger before turning away. Class dismissed. The class bell rings, sharp metallic echoing through the Institute's halls. The heavy steel of the danger room fades away in your mind, replaced with the soft light of another classroom. Oops, not him. Jesus. There we go. Smooth stone walls, wide windows, and faint incense drifting in the air. Calming, grounding. At the front stands Jean Grey, dressed in simply in flowing crimson, her eyes bright but calm. She smiles gently as you take your seats. Circle of cushions and mats replace desks, and the air feels lighter, as if the very space is encouraging you to breathe. Jean Grey. Good morning, class. You've trained your bodies with Pieter. You've trained your coordination with Scott. Now it's time to train the part of yourselves that no one sees. The mind. She folds her hands in her lap, her tone quiet but focused. There will come a time when your powers are not enough. When an enemy will reach you not for your body, but for your thoughts, for your will, and when that happens, you'll need more than your strength. You'll need discipline, empathy, focus. Today we're going to learn about mental duels. Jean pacing slowly, eyes glinting. A mental duel happens when two telepaths, or two minds, linked, try to overpower one another in the astral plane. Their bodies stay here, defenseless, but inside, they fight. And thoughts become weapons, emotions become armor. And the battlefield is in the mind itself. She kneels, pressing her fingers together. When you're drawn into a mental duel, you commit. Everything fades but the battle. The stronger your focus, the longer you endure. And the weaker you control, the faster you fall. And if your body is hurt while you're inside, the duel may shatter instantly. Many have been lost this way. Jean closes her eyes, and you will feel a soft warmth pressing at the ends or edges of your mind, like the glow of a sunlight through your eyelids. Jean, I want you to experience this, so don't fight it. I'm creating a link between us. You won't be dueling each other, but you'll glimpse the battlefield. Your battlefield. She gestures. Breathe in. And let the world around you fade away. The classroom dissolves. At first it's black. Then color rushes in, shaped not by Jean, but by you. Each of you feels your surroundings, answering your thoughts. Some of you see a shining landscape of light and stone, heroic and noble. Others might find themselves in a stormy wasteland, shadow creeping at all the edges. One might wear armor, another casual clothes, another something stranger. Each form revealing something of how they see themselves. Jean's voice cuts through, calm and steady, even as she appears as the spectral figure in the center of the mindscape. Jean, this is what it means to duel in the astral. You see, the battlefield reflects you. How you see yourself, what you fear, what you desire. Here, there are no secrets. Jean moves among the players. So, let's go around and let's talk about what we see. What do we see around ourselves? How do you look? Do you have armor on? Do you feel strong? Are you bound by light? Are you bound by sound? Are you bound by nature? What form does your strength take? If this is your safe place, what protects you here? If it's not, what haunts you? So, I ask, if someone walked into your mind right now, what would they see? Now, does anybody have a clear image of what they're viewing? If you do, you're free to start describing to the class what you are experiencing. Remember, what do you see around you? What does it tell about yourself? Are you wearing some type of armor, clothing? What form does your strength take? We'll sit in the strength of silence until someone has an image that they're ready to describe.
I could totally go if nobody wants to.
Floor is yours, Tank.
I just didn't know when. You can go ahead. I'll go after you.
Tank's kind of in a dilapidated, like the Morlock, his old room that he made for himself in the Morlocks.
Nice.
And there are, if you've ever written music, like structurally written it, that's what you're gonna see. It's like the bars, the notes, the clefs just kind of writing itself like through the wall, like in the air, like everywhere, all around him, circling. And Tank is going to be a bright purple light, like kind of like a shadow of himself in purple, in the center of it. Little bit of both.
Jean's tone is warm. Tank, that is beautiful. Sometimes music isn't what we wish we could say out loud. But the picture you paint is powerful and your strength is in what you know, and your absolute, and your truth. We all have truths. Thank you, Tank, for sharing. Whoever would like to go next will sit in the strength of silence until you are ready.
A two-ways mindscape would look like it would be him standing on what looks like just like the ground, like dirt. It's like made out into this giant circle, like outlined. Okay. That caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
The music?
I was like, hold up, it jumped up real quick. Threw me off. But it'll be outlined with stones, like as far as like making like almost like making a fighting ground, like an actual like circled out line, and around it would be like swamp area, like just a bayou, and a two-way would be standing there in almost like a tribal outfit with blue paint across him. And across from him would be someone else in a tribal outfit, but they're wearing a broken, cracked voodoo mask where you can only just see like one of their eyes. And that would be it.
Awesome. Very cool. Very well done, Atue, as you seem to be finding your inner strength through family and culture. Whoever would like to go next will sit in the strength of silence.
I would say that Silas is sitting on a park bench. It's the park that's near to his old home, kind of his place of solace, his place of respite, during times when he didn't really know what else to do. So kind of like his escape. Just sitting there calmly, feeling the wind, listening to nature around him, with just a green emanating glow coming from his heart, almost pulsing with the same beat as his heart.
Very well, Silas.
Sigrid's mindscape is basically a thick, hot, humid jungle, and she's barefoot and she's running through the woods. And all she can hear are her roommate, Eliana, and all of her classmates saying, like, greeting her and saying, calling to her. And so she's just running as fast as she can towards them. And as she's running towards them, she's getting this weight that she feels on her shoulder just gets lessened and lessened. And then back behind her, she hears the voice of her father and guardian just saying, come back to me. You belong with me. We can try to create change together. But the more she keeps running towards her friends, the quieter their voices get, and like the louder the voice behind her gets. But she keeps running away faster and faster till she can find her friends, which they're all in this big like safari like canvas tent sitting together. But she can hear his voice get louder, Magneto's voice get louder and louder behind her, until she has to sit down on the ground with her friends while they're all hanging out, chit-chatting, and suddenly the voice just disappears, and all you hear is just like the chit-chat and chatter, or like the cackling of her friends in that tent.
Wow. Strength and unity and bonding with friends is a powerful tool to use as your strength. Very well projected. And thank you for being so honest with the class, Secret. In a duel, you might not fight with fists, but with focus. You channel your will into blasts of thought, into barriers of memory, into the raw force of your belief. Everyone, even those without telepathy, can summon a telepathic blast. Here, the astral answers to your determination. She sweeps her hand, and a ripple of energy shimmers across the battlefield, harmless but striking. She's kind of projecting herself into your own astral mindscapes, or your mental battlefields. If you focus your brakes, if you will falter, you lose, and your opponent may do far more than win. They may alter you, command you, even bury you beneath their will. Sometimes, when someone is broken or controlled, you can only free him here, in the astral, by facing the chains around their mind. But remember, it's dangerous, and the deeper you go, the easier it is to be lost yourself. She glances at each student in turn, letting the weight of her own words settle, then softer, almost reassuring. But you are not alone. That is the key. Links can free as well as bind, and one day, it may fall to you to decide which. The battlefields begin to dissolve, colors melting away like wet paint. The classroom reforms around you. Incense, cushions, Jean at the front. The connection fades, leaving only the faint echo of what you saw. Jean, remember what you saw today. Someday you may need it. And when you do, you will not be surprised. You will be ready. She folds her hands, bowing her head slightly. Class dismissed. Oh, I gotta skip. This was all for Sam, but Sam could not make it tonight. Alright. Give me a second to set up the next scene.
I would say whenever she said the part about like going too far in the astral plane, like in the dangers of it, I'd say that she would have definitely seen like a two-way, like not try to like make eye contact with her on that part, because like almost in a like a try not to think about it kind of way, like he knows, like he's been too far type of thing. But that's what I didn't want to interrupt you talking, so I was waiting to see
you absolutely may interrupt. Just say roleplay.
No, it's fine. I was in it. I was in the moment, so it's fine.
I was in it. All right, cool. All right, here we go. The hum of machines fill the otherwise quiet med bay. Fluorescent lights cast a sterile glow over chrome counters stacked with medical tools and test results. At the center of it all, Ileana lies motionless on a hospital bed. Her platinum hair fanned across the white pillow. Her chest rises and falls in a steady rhythm. Alive but far away. At her side, wires led to monitors, their screens showing complex brainwave patterns flickering unpredictably. A faint aura of violet energy pulses around her fingertips, twitching whenever the machines spike. A two-way stands close, his reflection caught in the polished steel of the cabinets. The scent of antiseptic hangs thick in the air, but beneath it, something faintly sulfuric, as if a piece of limbo still itself clings to her. And across the room, Hank McCoy. Beast. Adjusts his glasses with the back of one blue furred hand, his other hand scribbling notes onto a clipboard. His lab coat sways around him as he moves from machine to machine, adjusting dials and peering at the graphs. Beast. Neurological activity remains irregular. Her critical rhythms are not absent. Far from it, in fact, but instead fluctuating as if she's navigating two realities at once. Remarkable, though hardly comforting. He peers over his glasses at Atue, voice softening just a fraction. She's not dying, Atue. She is elsewhere, trapped in what I would describe as an astral coma, a condition where the mind has retreated, unable or unwilling to reconcile the trauma it has endured.
I know you are saying that to cheer me up, but honestly, it doesn't sound much better than honestly it sounds worse. But I understand what you're saying, Professor. Thank you.
Indubitably, but not worse than death, surely. You see, the burden of ruling of a dimension such as Limbo carries unique neurological consequences. Her mind, already a battlefield between human conscience and infernal power, appears to have collapsed under recent strain. The death of her brother, his resurrection, and his corruption, well, her psyche is recoiling. Every test I run confirms the same. Ileana Rasputin is fighting. Somewhere far from here. But not in a way I can measure with scans of science. He taps the monitor showing jagged patterns of brain activity. And every test I run tells me nothing about how to bring her back. He sets the clipboard down, looking at Atue directly now. Look, I can flood you with terminology, theta waves, psionic frequency resonance, astral projection thresholds, but I suspect you don't need my science. If she is to find her way home, she will need an anchor. Something real, something personal. He gestures towards Ileana gently. Talk to her. Share something only you could. Something close to your heart. Remind her here that there is warmth. Maybe a reason to come back. My data says it's futile. He catches himself, chuckles, self-deprecating. But my heart says otherwise. And if I were lost, I know it's what I would want from a friend. So, Atue, how do you approach Ileana? Do you pray, a story, anything of your piece of your history that you can connect? The floor is yours. Oh,
Okay,
dear.
hold on. Let me.
Oh dear, I've lost track of time. Mutant biology at 9 and history of mutants at 11. I suppose even geniuses need their rest. He steps closer, placing a reassuring hand on Atue's shoulder. You can stay as long as you'd like. She won't be alone. And if she finds her way back, it will not be because of machines, but because someone trusts reached for her. He gathers his notes and begins to leave, turning once at the door. Good night, Atue. Be the anchor she cannot find. And the door slides shut, leaving Atue alone in the low hum of the med bay, standing at Ileana's side.
Is it just him in there, or is anybody else in there with him?
No, it's kind of later in the evening.
Okay, so I just want to know if it was just him or.
Yeah, you're by yourself now. It was just you,
Okay.
Beast, and Ileana in the med bay currently.
Okay. All right. So Atue is going to go over to Ileana, and he's going to literally take out find something around to cut off the smallest piece of her hair. He knows in his mind that she's gonna be pissed about this later, but he's gonna take that little bit of hair
Do
and
you
then
say
he's gonna
anything to her when you
draw
cut it?
us like he goes when he cuts it. He's like, I know, you're going to banish me into the depths of limbo, yada yada yada. So he does that. So when he does, he takes it. I would say, is there like what kind of furniture in this room first before I continue?
It's like the med bay from X-Men 1. It's all sterile and like
Okay,
metal.
okay,
And, yeah.
sweet. That's what I was hoping you were gonna.
Yeah.
So
that's what we
a
all
two-way
recognize in our brains.
Going to
Exactly.
the two is going to grab like these metal tables, and he's gonna kind of try to put them together. Actually, no, he's gonna get like the little trays, the metal trays, like the stuff that the utensils usually are sitting on. He's gonna take that. He's going to sit on the floor in the like next to her bed. He's gonna draw this. He's gonna draw this pattern on the ground, and it's this circle. And he's gonna place her hair there. He's gonna place. Like. Let's see. I would say that he has like this like flower or something that he had picked up. Like it's just something like a memento that he has like from the time they were hanging out.
You have
And
that
he puts
on
that
you?
in the circle. Yeah. He doesn't show, it's like in a pocket. He doesn't, no one knows this.
Step
no one
it up,
knows
King.
Oh,
But,
shit. A 2A's down bad.
No,
What do you mean down bad? Why
And
don't
then,
you carry flowers for?
like, ooh, okay, hold on. Mom, Dad.
I carry weed for you. I have your flowers and cannabis.
I mean, that is flowers. That is flowers. That's a great bouquet. He's going, and then, and with the other one, he's going to also, he's also going to snip one of his dreadlocks, a piece of his dreadlock, and put there. And then he's going to start he's going to reach into he has like a little pouch, like some of his like stuff. He has like this he has this pouch of sand, and he puts it around in the circle.
Do you just have a
it,
utility
and he
utility
starts
belt of voodoo?
Listen, what are you talking about? The rituals never stop. You have to always make sure you're gathering your
5
stuff for
pockets
all
on
of
his
your
vest.
rituals.
Sorry.
You gotta be ready.
That's amazing.
The 2A has literally been back to the mall and went to that shop and hates it every time he has to go back there. But he goes
they
back
have
there
good
because it's
supply.
really good quality stuff. They have everything, but he hates going there.
The shop owner?
Yeah, he hates going there to talk to her. He hates it. He like looks around the corner. I'm not good. But so anyway, he does that, and then as he does that, he like chants to himself, and it starts to glow, and then it ignites, and a 2A itself goes into his astral form. And like it's still the same. It looks the same. I feel like early on it was her body would still be there, but he would say, it's like that once was a boy who did not know his way. He did not know legacy. He did not know what his future could hold. He did not know that there was someone else in the world who felt the same way that he does, who was also lost, a child of spirit, a child of fire. When this boy met this child, the spark was instantaneous. Though it's met with a raging blaze, the fire itself moved with his, danced with his. The boy was not alone. In fact, the boy burned brighter. The boy found something to hold on to, aside from legacy, aside from burden, aside from his own strength, he found something to protect. Ileana, I don't know where you are, but I will find you. But this will ensure that no matter how far, no matter how bright you burn, your embers will forever burn with mine. I will find you. Find me. And he would chant more rituals in a different tongue.
Okay, so you're speaking in tongues right now.
Yeah, and and as he does, like, you would see the flame itself like kind of like get burn brighter as it kind of goes from the blue that is normally is, but it kind of goes into, it almost looks a little bit more ethereal in a sense. And I would say that it goes from where it is, and it kind of sets itself around Ileana's body.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, find your way back to the flame. Find your way back to me.
That was an awesome.
And then,
go ahead. Are you still going?
Yeah. No, that's it. He would come back.
All right, so you're in
He would
astral
kinda,
mode.
come back.
So you're staying in astral
Yeah.
mode. I'm gonna continue because I want to build on this.
Okay.
Um,
No, you're fine. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Before you exit your astral form, find the flame. Come back to me. The only sound left. I was gonna say, awesome role playing mode. Karma point for that. That was awesome. That was great improv.
I've
good
curtsied.
character moment. Great character moment. The only sound left is the steady rhythm of Ileana's heart monitor. The queen of limbo lies utterly still, pale, breath shallow. Her golden hair spread like a halo on the pillow. The smell of the antiseptic clings to the room, and you can almost feel the weight of the silence pressing on your chest. And as kind of Atoe speaks of this story and says his psalms of tongues and tells her, follow the flame, come back to me. At first, there's nothing. Actually, will you roll me an ego check, please?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was muted just now. I was non-combat correctly.
Non-combat,
Correct.
you got it. Yeah, non-combat
Okay.
ego check here.
13.
Nice. Great. At first, there's nothing. No movement, no change. And then, the faintest twitch. Her fingers curl just slightly, like a dreamer's reflex. A shiver runs down the monitoring screen, a flicker of energy on a normally flat line. And for a moment, you could almost believe she heard you. In a two-way, you might start to feel a warmth in your chest. It's different than the hex flame, the flame that you carry. It's pulsing faintly, in rhythm with her. And in the quiet after, you feel something else. Not quite a voice, not quite a thought, just an impression. Wheat fields. And now a child's laugh. The sound of something heavy rolling. Then it's gone, like smoke dissolving in the wind. The monitors flatten out again. Ileana doesn't move. The medbay fades away. Antiseptic smell is gone, replaced by fresh cut grass and the distant perfume of wildflowers. A pale blue sky stretches endlessly above you, too perfect to be real. When you look down, your feet sink into soft soil, wheat brushing against your legs, and a Russian farm spreads before you. Wooden fences, a sagging barn, the distant silhouette of a tractor at the top of a hill. You hear laughter. A little girl's laughter. High-pitched, carefree, but with a tremor underneath. Ahead, you see a barefoot child with long blonde hair chasing after a darting farm cat. It dashes between fence posts and across the dirt, always just out of reach. The little girl giggles, then stumbles, looking around suddenly as though realizing something's wrong. Her laughter fades. Her eyes search the field. Her smile crumbles, and she whispers, "Pieter? Pieter, where are you?" And as she calls out, the tractor on the hill jolts forward, wheels groaning as it begins to roll down the slope. Faster, heavier, straight towards her. The girl freezes. She looks back at you, wide-eyed, as the shadow of the machine grows longer. "He always comes to save me. He always saves me." But no one comes. No Colossus. And the tractor rolls closer until crash. Dust. Darkness. The scene blinks out like a candle snuffed in the wind. And then you're standing in the same field again. The girl chasing the cat again, laughing again, and then realizing again that her brother is gone. There, we're going to cut from that scene.
You bitch. You
That means I did my job right.
floor. You floor.
The
No,
sun,
you did great. That was amazing.
The sun has long since set, and the Xavier Institute is bathed in a soft silver glow. The grounds are hushed after the funeral and the tense debrief in the war room. The others drift off towards their dorms, leaving Silas to climb up the side of the building from his window to his usual perch on the dorm roof. The night air is crisp, smelling faintly of pine and damp stone from the earlier rain. Turn off my sub-basement level sounds. The mansion's windows shine warmly against the dark, a beacon in the uneasy quiet. And perched on the shingles is Bobby Drake, Iceman. As soon as I find him. Stand by for Bobby.
The Iceman coming.
Standing by for Bobby. Hope he sues Drake.
Standing by for Twink. Standing by for Twink.
Standing by for Ice Twink. Standing by for Ice Twink.
Where is he?
We love him.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. My bad. There he is. All right. His jacket discarded beside him and his shirt rolled up at the sleeves. His breath fogs the air, but you can't tell if it's the cold or just him. When he hears you approach, he doesn't turn away, just gives a lopsided smile. "Guess I should have known I'd find you up here. You got the whole brooding gargoyle thing down? Real rooftop album cover vibes? You practicing your smolder?"
Did someone tell you I come up here? Or are you just spying on me?
Well, I mean, you know, would it hurt for some company? Am I intruding?
No. Honestly, you got me. I was gonna come up here and brood and be sad. But that's really not beneficial.
Hey.
I haven't been avoiding you. Things have been different lately. But I mean, I don't really have to tell you that. You know. You've been here longer than I have. Just tough.
It doesn't get any easier if that's what you're wondering. But
I was really hoping you were gonna say it does.
No.
It's not super helpful.
Sorry. Man, I didn't really get a chance after everything went down to ask you, are you okay? I mean, that fight back there, the water, the fire, the crowds losing their minds, it looked like a lot. And honestly, it looked like too much.
I get why they sent us in, because we don't draw the attention, not even the fanfare. I know.
Wait, what? Who sent you in?
You didn't. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. We were sent to that, I don't even know what to call it, gathering?
The
demonstration?
The political rally?
Yeah. We were just sent to observe. I don't know if they knew something was going to happen, but they definitely... Professor definitely knew that if the Alpha Squad went in, something would have happened. But
I mean, I was just about to say I'm not really sure who you're generalizing with this term they, but I'm assuming although every teacher's a professor, professor in this case means Professor Xavier?
yeah.
Wait, he sent a bunch of kids in that have limited to no training into a danger zone like that?
It's not like we haven't fought. We went to fucking Japan, Bobby. Like, this wasn't even the first time we fucking fought Omega Red.
Wait,
right?
What? You fought Omega Red before?
Sweet baby Bobby, sweet baby Bobby. The news, did you not see any of it?
There is a lot of news that happens. You'd actually be surprised within the world we live in what comes and goes on the news within 24 hours. I mean, just the other day I was reading about a dude in a giant rhino suit, a guy with the fishbowl, a dude with a giant tail all hanging out and like making fun of Spider-Man. So honestly, between that, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, I didn't really catch it.
Alright, so you're just paying attention to the wrong area of New York. I get it, but like... No. Yeah, Pieter's back. Kind of.
Yeah, I saw that. That's honestly why I came up here, because I knew you'd be taking it pretty hard, because that's the kind of person you are.
I took charge because I genuinely love the man and I respect him like a father, like most of our teachers. Because, I mean, father figures are whatever, but he was different. And the way that he showed up when we needed him most to save us in the situation with Dazzler, the concert. Just to see him again, it's like that brief moment of happiness. Like, I knew it. I knew a silly building couldn't take him out, not someone as strong as him. But then, as I looked him in his eyes, as I tried to talk to him, as I tried to beat the sense into him, I don't know where he went. And the happiness of seeing him turn to a fear that I haven't felt before. Training with him is one thing. Fighting him in that space, I know that there's safety net. He'll pull his punches. There wasn't punches being pulled. Hell, they had him in Russian propagandist fucking armor, and he was there wasn't anyone there. There was nothing behind the eyes. He didn't listen to me. He didn't listen to others. Wanted to strike her for a brief second. Wanted him to. Remembered the theater would have wanted us to. And I did everything I could to stay in the way. We all did. And we won. But that victory was a huge loss.
Sounds like it
Because-
came with a cost.
Seems like that's most of our confrontations.
The two of you sit in silence for a beat, the wind tugging at your clothes. Somewhere below, the faint sound of Dazzler's voice carries across the courtyard. Quiet hum of her rehearsing in the garden where she's been working on her protest song. The notes float up like ghosts in the night air. Bobby. You don't have to be up up here. You know, no jokes, no masks, no, well, whatever it is you do when you're trying not to feel stuff. You can just be. Kind of get it what you like being up here.
It kind of reminds me of a place I used to go when the voices got loud, and I just needed to ground myself, even though we're really high up, but remember that everything's so small. I'm small, you're small. So much going on around us that's bigger than us, that not everything has to be worrisome. Not everything has to be scary.
Bobby shifts, pulling his knees up to his chest, his voice quieter now, more vulnerable than you've heard before. You told me a little about your mom, about what you went through with your stepdad, but you, kind of looks at you. You never talk about your real dad. Was he around, or?
I don't know anything about him. I kind of got a brief story from my mom. She was pushing me out the door to come here. Most of my life, I just kind of thought that the abusive piece of shit that pushed us around was my dad, and hated myself for sharing that DNA. But I don't know anything about my dad. He never really was part of the picture. My mom didn't really make it seem like there was ever a choice in that matter.
Bobby listens, patient, nodding. When Silas finishes, there's a long silence. Then Bobby exhales. His voice slow, almost trembling but laced with humor as it to cover the acne. Yeah, parents. That's a whole subject. Well, mine never really got me either. Not the powers. Definitely not that. And if they knew everything else about me, the other stuff I never talk about. He smirks, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Well, let's just say they probably double down. They already thought I was a disappointment. Kind of kicks at a loose shingle, watching it tumble off the roof into the dark. His voice quieter now, a little raw. You know what it's like, right? That feeling, like, no matter what you do, no matter how many times you prove yourself, it's never going to be enough. Like the people who are supposed to love you the most, they only love the version of you that doesn't exist.
You're only as good as the version that they hoist on the pedestal. And if you're not putting forth that trophy, son, then what are you? What's the point? I can't say that I'm not grateful for my mom. My mom, at the very least, tried.
Yeah. Well, let's just say being me has never been enough for them. Not strong enough, not normal enough, not whatever enough. When I was younger, I thought if I cracked enough jokes, maybe they'd forget that I was different. Maybe I'd forget too. Ta-da. It didn't work.
Silas would scooch closer, kind of putting an arm around him. I was in theater because I like to mask things, same way youth tried to hide behind humor. I don't think it's ever something we really wanted to do. It's just coping mechanisms, self-protection. But here we don't have to pretend anymore. Like you're saying, like, this is supposed to be our freedom. This is supposed to be our chance. Your parents might not understand you, Bobby, but I get you. And I'm not disappointed in what I see.
The two of you sit on the rooftop in silence, the moonlight bathing both of you. Bobby finally leans his shoulder against yours, casually, but lingering just a second too long to be accidental. You know what kills me? He kind of swallows. Watching everyone else here. The way they talk about their moms and their dads and the love in their voices. I don't even know what that feels like. And maybe I never will. His voice cracks on that last line, but he quickly smirks, trying to brush it off with humor again. Guess that makes us a pair, huh? Just two guys trying to figure out how to be more than the mess we were handed.
I mean, you were given the perfect model of what not to be, so Honestly, where could we go wrong?
Bobby finally looks at Silas. The faintest hint of frost tracing the shingles around them. He forces a crooked grin, trying to play off his vulnerability. Listen, I don't know what tomorrow looks like, and hell, after tonight, I'm not even sure what the next 10 minutes look like. But when I'm here, up here with you, feels like maybe I don't need their approval. And right now, maybe that's enough. He lets it hang, the sound of Dazzler's distant voice carrying through the night air like a lullaby. He doesn't push farther, he just sits there waiting to see what Silas will say or do.
I was always really scared to try to be myself. Catholicism will do that to you. But I don't know, the first time I saw you, it's like a spark. I don't know. I know that I think that maybe together we're better than just wallowing in self-pity alone.
Bobby kind of looks at you, and the soft, like the breath from his ice is kind of coming into the sky and fading into the sky, and we're gonna cut right there.
Robbed. I was robbed.
Fuck you.
You didn't give me a gay little kiss.
I'm
You
so mad.
Cuts are invincible. These cuts are
I'm
invincible.
so
I'm
upset.
killing it tonight.
Where you guys have gone home.
Oh my god. You couldn't just fight the man one time.
The Xavier Institute is quiet tonight after the day's chaos. After classes, after whispered conversations in the halls, the dorms feel heavy with silence. In his room, Tank settles into his own rhythm, whatever that looks like. Maybe music humming faintly from a speaker, maybe tinkering with gear, maybe just looking back on his bed, staring at the ceiling. Tank, what are you doing to kind of decompress? You don't have Sam in the room tonight. It's just you right now, currently in this situation. What are you doing to pass time, or what are you thinking about? What's going on in Tank's dorm room?
Tank's laying on his bed, looking incredibly sexy and inviting. No, I'm just playing. He's playing the harmonica.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Playing
You're
a
not
harmonica
playing.
with his right hand, and with his left hand, he's grabbing the notes that come out of it and twirling them around in his hand.
Dude, that's fucking sick. That's awesome. Are you thinking about anything? Are you are you just really like, so much has happened, it's like your brain just needs like to turn off for a second? Is that what's kind of going on?
Yeah, I'm just kind of lost in shit.
Okay. And while you're kind of lost in shit, your windows kind of open, perched open, trying to get some of that cool New York Eve breeze. Beneath the whisper of wind, another sound threads its way to you. At first, you think it's feedback from your own powers, from twirling your notes or humming on the harmonica. that resonance in your chest, but no, it's a voice. Soft, low, almost humming. It isn't mechanical, it's human. A melody drifts across the grounds, fragile and furnished, but beautiful. Each note thrums against you, harmonizing with the pulse of your sound-born energy. The colors in your aura shift without you meaning to. Pulses of soft gold and velvet rippling outward in time with the rhythm. At first it faints, like the memory of a melody, but it grows. Light bending, music harmonizing, tones that don't come from a speaker, but from somewhere deeper. It feels like the air itself is humming, pulling you into its rhythm. It's peaceful, balancing, and you realize your own powers reacting to it. And as your aura flickers, your colors shift, the pulses of sound ripple through you as though your body itself wants to join the sound. So do you investigate that sound tank, or do you just close your window?
I instantly think it's a harpy, and I go get a loaded shotgun. No, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely gonna maybe sit on my windowsill, like with my legs hanging out. Kind of see where it's coming from.
The melody calls you beyond your dorm, and almost through the hall and past the rec room, past the kitchen, until you focus your sound to find the source, which is in the garden.
Sweet. Definitely gonna go that way.
Okay. And as you travel through beyond your dorm, through the dorm hall, the rec room, past the kitchen, and into the garden, Allison Blair, which I have a picture of her. Boom. Sits cross-legged on the stone steps, hair tied back in a loose ponytail, a battered notebook balanced on her knees. She's humming, writing, scratching out lines, and starting again. Orbs of light spinning lazily around her, growing brighter whenever her voice hits the right note. She glances up as you step into the garden, and the sheepish smile spreads across her face. Didn't think I have an audience tonight. Guess I'm busted?
Big time. You're so busted. You didn't have an audience. I just kind of followed the notes.
I'm sorry. I was just writing something. If I was bothering you, or if I was keeping you from like sleeping or studying, I'm really sorry.
I can't sleep. I was doing the same thing, but far away, and I kind of got your energy. I followed it here.
Whoa. Well, I was writing something, and it's not for the stage or for like cameras. It's just like a piece, something to remind people that we're like still human, and no matter what Stryker screams from his podium, or well, that Pieter's sacrifice, it meant something. Her voice cracks a little on his name. She forces a smirk, hiding it underneath a laugh. Not really the glamorous pop star gig I signed up for, but maybe standing here, singing in the dark, feels more right than running away again.
Yeah. 100%. I'm not very good with lyrics. Mine's just mostly melodies. I haven't really wrote anything.
She studies you for a long beat. Her eyes catch the faint glimmer of your shifting colors. Hey, you're the sound guy, right? What was your name?
Sound guy. I feel like I rent out PAs. My name's Tank.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it in a bad way.
No, I know.
I'm Allison. It's nice to formally meet you. Sorry, it's under all this weird circumstances.
No, it's okay. I like meeting new people. And Pietro was on my mind too. Maybe that's why I kind of was drawn to it.
Well, think you could, I don't know, like lay something under this? A beat? A pulse? A melody? Something I can lean on? I think it'd sound better if I wasn't doing this alone. She pats the
Sure.
step beside her and opened an invitation.
Okay. Like, I'm just gonna, like, side RP real quick here. Just,
Yeah.
like, I'm incredibly awkward around people outside of the group. Please try to remember I was kind of isolated growing up. I'm awkward. I'm always awkward.
Tank could be awkward, it's fine.
No, I'm just want to clarify that, because sometimes people, whenever I'm awkward, it's just because the character is genuinely awkward.
You're doing
Okay,
great.
yeah, I'll sit down.
You're doing great, bro. This is great. As you sit down, what kind of melody are you, or like, what is the sound you're trying? Like, you laying down like an R&B melody? Like, is this like hard rock? What is Tank like? What is his aura? What is this situation? What does it call from? What do you like internalize? Like, what kind of sound do you start to try to produce in like basically
It
jamming
entirely
out?
depends on the music or the lyrics. You always build around the lyrics, man. That's the rule. That's the rule.
Okay,
It's the
well,
golden rule.
the rule, she shows you some of her notes. It's the standard protest song, about standing together and being more together and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's like half blues, half R&B.
Okay.
Would definitely sound about right then. So I'll just go half blues, R&B, simple, basic, and I'll do like I don't know. I'll do like harmonica with my left hand, and when I snap my fingers, I can vibrate it off the ground to make like a kick drum sound.
That's so fucking cool, Tank. That's so creative. All right, go ahead and give me a ego check, non-combat.
Shit. Got no ego. Yeah, I do. I'm all right. 7.
Okay. As your sounds start to produce, it's very routine for you. You are the embodiment of sound, and you have been your whole life, even before your dormant mutant powers activated. It's just been a part of you. She can tell that you're a little nervous performing in front of her, and kind of gives you a smile, but your sound softens, and really you connect with your like inner sound. She's smiling. You've got like this aura thing going on. It's kind of beautiful. Does it always move with the music like that? As your like energy and her light is starting to like blend together.
Kind of goes on emotion. I've been noticing lately, like, anger has different colors than depression. Depression has different colors than joy. I guess it depends on the way I'm feeling.
She looks at your aura as you're emulating color right now. And what does this color say?
I don't know. They're kind of mixed and kind of funky, aren't they? Bright is always good. I guess that would be the best way to put it.
Bright is good. As she's like scribbling and she's kind of listening to you play. So like, she turns to you. What's like the first sound you remember loving? Like the thing that made you stop and just listen? Was it a band, a song, an instrument? Sound of your
Oh,
mom's voice?
I don't know whose voice it was, but I have a memory of a song, and That's kind of the first thing I remember, and it was a children's lullaby. I don't know who sang it to me.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you grow up with your parents, or?
no, I have no idea who they are. I grew up in the Morlocks in New York.
Oh, you're a Morlock.
I was a Morlock. I am I guess I'm a student now, full time.
You can be a Morlock, Tank. I don't judge. I think everyone
No.
should be equal and have equal equity.
It's not shame. It's just I feel like I kind of walked from it, so I don't really contribute to the community as much as I used to. Does that make sense?
Sure, of
I'm more
course.
focused on being a student now, you know?
Do you like being a student here? Seems like
Yeah.
a pretty solid place to kind of get to know people. I mean, everybody's been pretty nice to me while I'm kind of being a guest here.
It's pretty stressful. Like I'm always getting into like a bunch of trouble with my friends, but other than that, it's cool. It's really cool.
She scribbles down some notes as she kind of smiles at you. Okay, serious question though. Karaoke night. What's your go-to track?
Oh. Roadhouse Blues, The Doors.
Nice. Are you a blues kind of guy?
Yeah. Yeah, blues is kind of my go-to. I feel like blues is kind of like the beginning of everything. Like everything is rooted in it.
Absolutely. I was just trying to tell my general manager that the other week. That's crazy.
I think what I love the most about blues is how simple it is. That like you could use a washing board from like 1850 and one person could make a really good blues song. Simple. And I don't mean like complexion simple. I just mean it's simply obtained. It's something anybody can do.
Yeah. So I can like can kind of like bend light, and well, I was just wondering, do you hear music like all the time, or the melodies of like nature? Like what's like
It's
how
just
in
sound in
touch?
general. It's sound in general. I can turn it into melody, notes, any sound. It could be the worst out of tune sound ever, and I can still grab it and use it.
That's crazy. As she's like watching you like pull the notes out of like your sound. Wow. Gets really heady really quick.
Yeah, it's weird. It's cool though. I kind of feel like it. I don't know. It sets me apart. It's who I am.
You feel like
I don't know what I'd do. I don't know who I'd be without it. I don't even want to think about it.
Do you ever feel like the world only sees the noise you make, but not actually who Tank is? Because I don't know. I like having conversation with you.
I don't know. I think like the way I grew up so isolated, I don't think the world sees me at all. I always feel like I'm kind of in my own world. I'm
Well-
trying to enter the world. Really trying. But I don't know how they see me.
Well, Tank, I see you, and I think your color's pretty badass. And I think it's cool that you can bend sound and convert it into color. You would be awesome with some shrooms or something else.
That sounds terrifying.
Wow. I'm just kidding.
That's cool though.
Allison strums her fingers on her notebook, absent-mindedly, half scribbling a lyric that doesn't quite land. Her voice trails off mid-hum. And the last light orb she conjured flickering, fading like a candle running out of wax, she exhales sharply and lets the notebook fall shut with a slap. Wow. I just zoned out hard. You ever get so wrapped up in something that you forget you're an actual human being, organs, like a stomach?
Yeah, escaping. It's like mindless, and you're not worried or thinking about anything.
She presses a
I
hand
love it,
to her
but
belly.
it's dangerous.
I'm sorry. As she's doing that, she's pressing her hand to her belly as it growls loudly. No light show needed to announce it. Her cheeks color slightly and she laughs. That, my friend, is the tragic cry of an underfed artist. Pretty sure I could write a ballad about all of it at this point. She leans back on her elbow, studying Tank with an almost mischievous glint in her eye. There's like a little pizza place not far from here, nothing fancy, but they know me there. No bodyguards, no flashing cameras, just greasy, cheesy, and way too many toppings. Honestly, I could use the company. Someone who's not paid to babysit me, She gives you a small shrug, like she doesn't want to pressure him, but her smile is open and inviting. What do you say? You up for a late night slice, or do I have to start singing?
Payment. I require payment. Yeah. If you want my company and I'm supposed to protect you, I require payment. No, I'm kidding. Of course. Yeah, I'll have some pizza. That sounds great.
Okay, you got me there for a second. I was gonna start singing a song about tragic loneliness until you caved.
The lonesome bodyguard.
Allison tilts her head. Come on, don't tell me Mr. Soundwave's scared of a little mozzarella.
No, I'm not scared of shiz. No, yeah, I'd love to go. That'd be dope. I need to get out of here anyway. My head's all over the place.
Sweet. Then let me gather my things and we'll head out. There we'll cut to a restaurant that is warmly lit. God. Tucked away on a quiet Manhattan side street, candlelights flickers across white tablecloths, the glow reflecting in polished wine glasses. A live trio in the corner plays something soft, upright bass, piano, and a smoky voice singer weaving a melody that floats like silk through the air. Couples sway gently on the small dance floor while waiters move slightly between tables. You've seated across from Matt. His red glasses... Oh shit. Let me find Matt Murdoch. There he is. Glint in the low light. His cane rests against the chair, but his posture is easy, relaxed. He reaches for his glass, swirls the wine, and smiles faintly in your direction. Matt, every time I hear music like this, I think of my dad. He wasn't a rich man. Just a boxer with calloused hands and a crooked smile. But he made the world feel big for me. Nights at home and a plate of pasta, Sinatra on the record player, and him singing badly out of tune. Still the best music I've heard. It's you, Sigrid.
Well, I always heard that boxers tend to be the most romantic and the most whimsical, because I guess it takes a big heart to be able to withstand that much pain. So I could see as a man as big as heart as yours would feel sentimental in this very nicely picked place, by the way.
He laughs at your little bite at him in the place. He wasn't perfect. Took his hits he shouldn't have, made choices he regretted. But he never let me forget that I was more than the neighborhood wanted me to be. I admired him for that. Still do. My dad used to bring me to places like this. Well, not this nice. Usually more like dingy diners with cheap jukeboxes. He ordered the same thing every time. Steak and eggs. Said it made him feel like a champ before a fight. He was stubborn and full of pride. Always thought he could take it out on the world, and he never stopped believing I could too. Even when nobody else did. He pauses, his tone softening. I owe him everything, and I miss him every day. Guess I'm telling you that because I don't open up about it often, but with you, it feels easier. I realize I've told you stories about my dad before, but I don't know much about where you came from, Sigrid. What was your family like? For you.
Sigrid kind of physically tenses, and he can literally feel her whole body just stiff as a board. But her voice stays calm as ever. Well, there's not much to tell from what I've heard. Baby in a basket. Dashing man in a cape finds said baby in a basket, and most interesting childhood I've ever had. I mean, been all over the world. I've met some of the best mutants I've ever met, and some of the not so nicest mutants I've ever met. But like you, my father always wanted me to strive to do better for others, and he always either held me to a higher standard or knew I was qualified for more. But he wasn't my birth father. He always tells me that he doesn't really know much about my parents, or nothing about my parents. I'd like to think that they were botanists somewhere, and one of them got a radioactive fungus before they did the, thing together. But who knows what actually happened. So I'd like to say that yes, he dropped me in the middle of the woods as a kid to make me stronger, but if he didn't do that, I would never have met Keith, my best friend.
Matt softly pressing. That sounds complicated. Keith, is that the person that made you feel the safest? Or is that like your uncle?
No, Keith, Steve, and Richard, they're more like a peanut gallery that never left my side. A group of queens that never leave the bar at the end of the night. Yeah.
You know, my parents weren't exactly supportive either. My dad, he believed in me no matter what, but my mom, she left when I was young, became a nun. That absence stuck with me, and the truth is, I don't know if she ever really wanted me in her life. And even my dad, I never told him about the things I felt, about who I really was. He was proud of me, but would he ever been proud of all of me? I mean, I'll never know. I guess part of me envies people who can talk about their families with love. For me, it's mostly questions.
I think all fathers, and I'd like to make a huge assumption here, just want their kid to be able to stand on their 2 feet and hope that their offspring advances higher than them, because that's just nature. I mean, you're certainly a top brass kind of guy, so I think your father did a wonderful job.
Thanks, Sigrid. That means a lot. So, when you first realized you could, like, talk to plants, was that, like, scary or weirdly comforting?
Well, actually, plants were my first friends. Like I said, my dad would often have to go off for a couple of days at a time and would leave me in a camp. And so first it started with whispers, and then they just kept getting louder and louder. Some of the voices are not so kind, some of them are. You learn to tune them out, just like people.
So you've been at the Institute for a while now. Do you feel like it's home, or is it still just like a stop along the way?
Life is always going to be a railroad track, and anything is going to be a stop within the railroad track as long as you keep going. I mean, for now, this is a good station, and who knows? Might meet a few nice people here, and if I move on to the next station, that's fine. As long as I feel safe. Mixed bag question. No one is ever safe when your father is a global terrorist.
I act like I've got it together too, but the truth is, I bury things under work, under cases. It's easier than sitting with what I feel.
I bury my feelings in liberating people from their high-priced items and plants. Because, you know, divide the wealth. But why do you work so hard on your cases? Like, why try so hard?
Because I have quite a knack for finding out the truth. And, well, my friend would say, with great power comes great responsibility. I take justice, truth, equality for all very seriously. And when you have a knack for finding truth, then justice is never too far behind. Oh.
Nailed it.
Booyah. I don't know how to follow that. Mic drop.
So that's why I work hard. What are you learning at school right now?
Right now, I'm learning how to conquer my inner battlefield, as Jean likes to call, Professor Gray likes to call it, or I'm learning how to beat the shit out of drones. So, watch out there, lawyer. Yeah, watch out there, lawyer. Don't wanna get testy with me.
You know, I'm actually quite the self-defense person myself. For a blind man, I do quite well.
We'll have to test your acrobatic skills someday. Or maybe just your athletic skills later.
He smiles, takes a sip of his wine. I can't promise I won't step on your toes, but I can promise that for a few minutes, we don't have to think about anything else but this music. Do you care to dance? Is something wrong, Secret? Did I say something? Did I say something wrong, or? I mean, sometimes feels like emotionally you break down by laughing at a cackle of.
No, you said everything right. Check, please.
Do you want to leave, or do you want to dance?
Both.
All right. Well, the night's young. Let's step onto the dance floor.
Do you know how to do bachata? I know how to cut a rug, so hold on, blind man.
As the music swells into the trio sliding into slough, romantic number, couples rise to the floor swaying together. Matt tilts his head towards the sound, a small smile curling on his lips. My dad always said dancing was like letting the music carry you, not stepping on your partner's toes. I can't promise I'm any good at it, but thanks for letting me try.
You're always welcome to dance with me, and you move surprisingly well for being a blind lawyer. I like it. Very agile.
Soft jazz plays, the restaurant lights dim as the couple sway in rhythm. Matt's hand is steady on Secret's shoulder as they move together. His voice is low, almost like a secret meant only for her. You know, sometimes I almost forget. I forget there's a whole world, whole other life out there beyond courtrooms and back alleys. He chuckles quietly, shaking his head. Then one of my contacts calls, and I remember exactly why I can't ignore it. He leans in just enough that she can hear over the music, his tone dropping. Hey, I've got a buddy on the force. He owes me a few favors. I forgot to mention it to you, but he slipped me this strain case that don't and probably won't make the evening news. Usually it's drugs, weapons, the usual garbage. But lately, his brow furrows, voice carrying curiosity and a touch of unease. They're smuggling plants? And it's not weed. It's nothing recreational. We're talking crates of something biological. He looks around the room. Roots, leaves, no ID in any database, and people are paying a fortune for it on the black market. He tilts his head slightly towards Secret, a knowing smirk tugging at his lips. Figured a girl who talks to plants might have a unique perspective. Maybe even a little care more than most. He pauses, letting the thought linger before softening. Now, I could send a paralegal to dig through shipping manifests, or I could ask Daredevil if you wanted to check it out. He owes me a favor, of course. He grins slyly, almost daring her to pick up on the hint. What do you think, Secret? Want to make a night of it? Not exactly dinner and a movie, but then again, New York's nightlife always has something interesting going on.
Well, you can't blame a girl for liking exciting things, and Daredevil sounds like a delight. I'd love to meet him. Especially at these roots.
Sounds like a date. And as the camera slowly pans away from the couple, slowly dancing, we have kind of a montage between our players with a two-way in an astral dimension with a younger little girl version of Magic stuck in some kind of projection. We cut to and see Bobby and Silas hanging out shoulder to shoulder, almost the tension could be cut with a knife on that roof with his exhale the frost exhaling from his face. We cut to Tandy and... not Tandy. We cut to Allison and Tank opening up this little pizza joint very nearby the school grounds as they kind of enter and start ordering. A lot is going on for our players as their lives are busy with relationships, loss, love, care, fear, many emotions that mutants balance all sometimes at once. Here we'll end the episode and we'll pick back up next time. Thank you so much for anyone who's still hanging out with us. I think it's just the players and us. We appreciate it. It's a longer sesh for us tonight. So thanks to my East Coast Pete, Tank, it's probably 3 a.m. right now for him. I'm much love to him, my buddy. And then, of course, my Central Time folks, Atue and Silas, are also grinding with us tonight. So thank you guys to hanging out, sharing the love. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode as we'll continue again next time, picking back up with everyone's interpersonal relationships and, of course, with the weight of tomorrow part 2. Without further ado, we will wrap this thing up. If anybody doesn't have any comments, concerns, or questions, I hope you guys had a lovely night.
Great role play. Great
Yeah,
role
shout
play
out
tonight.
to the role play for sure.
Shout out to the role
Shout
play.
out to the shout out to the story. Thank you for so much for this story tonight. It was fucking sick.
Thank you.
Very great pacing. With very great pacing.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you. I know I do good when a two-way's like, hey, you did good.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it was really fun. It was
Awesome.
really good.
That was my goal tonight. Everyone getting a chance to open up with some role play, interpersonal relationships, meeting others. Even sometimes it's uncomfortable, but it does get easier, especially with role playing and getting lost into your character. Shout out to my players because they went fucking ham tonight. Much love to you guys, and we will wrap this thing up. Well, true believers, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. I want to give a huge shout out to my incredible players for their creativity, bravery, and of course the willingness to take those risks in front of the camera. They bring this world to life, and I'm just so grateful that they let me share this journey with you all. And of course to you guys on YouTube and anyone who joins us live, the viewers, whether you're here, we just appreciate the time and energy you take. It means the world to me. I want to be this channel to be a safe, welcoming place for everyone, whether you have a family or friends. If you're alone, know that this is your community, and you're always welcome here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your mental health. Let's try to face each and every moment with kindness and empathy, love and awareness, and acceptance will help move us forward, not just for humankind, but mutant kind alike. Tune in next time, same bat channel. 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, or anytime a bunch of neurodivergent people can get together successfully and hang out and get their cameras going. At twitch.tv/SentaiRangerV. Catch up on youtube.com/@SentaiRangerV. And of course, wherever you are in continuity, we want to thank you for being canon. Good night. Peace.
Me, my X-Men.